Hey, how you guys going? This is the fourth day in hospital, third day after the surgery. That's right. Now, progressing along pretty good. I've done some physio today that consisted of getting up, walking. I've gone from a Zimmer frame to just crutches and done 2 laps of the ward, which is about probably 120 meters. That's about 60 meters a lap, maybe. I don't know. But I think, see, I don't even know where my days are. It was yesterday morning they took me off my morphine pump. I didn't do one yesterday because I was just couldn't be bothered. So every now and again I get like a wet sensation on the outer of my left thigh. That's obviously so much nerve activity that's happened down there. And we, so just half an hour ago, had all my drip stuff taken out. I don't know if you guys knew, but I had a feed into my artery from there. They tried me on a morphine tablet. Was that this morning? Still hard to know where. This morning they took the morphine off me, out of my hand, and chucked me on a morphine tablet, and I tell you, that was not good. Trying to eat breakfast, I was real nauseous. I just wanted to throw up, so I took my time with the toast. So I got me on tramadol, which is working. They've had to replace the dressing on my back at the incision site because I ended up with blisters. I'll see if I can insert a picture somewhere, maybe at the end of the actual the new dressing, because I had blisters. I got 2 of these little things on each blister. I got quite a few blisters, but the 2 bad ones, I got those so they draw all the moisture out of the blister so it doesn't keep weeping. I guess the important thing is to keep the incision side as clean as possible. So it's been repatched up. That was today. IV lines taken out today. Had my second shower today. They don't want me to go home till I poo, and I did a small one today. So they're giving me more laxatives to try to move a bit more. There's no real training regime, or it's kind of like get up and do your own thing. Physio turned up, and years ago when I had the discectomy, where they trimmed a disc, this physio took me through a program before they would release me to go home. And for me to log roll out of the bed, they had this device which was just wood and handle, and it slid under the mattress, and you could grab it with your hands and really use it to, to get your torso over, and then push up on it to get up. And so I spoke about that today, and the physio was supposed to hunt one down so I could get used to it tonight, because I'm still having trouble getting in and out of bed. A lot of the pain is settling into bed on the actual site where they'd done the incision. And that's where most of the pain comes from. Kind of just getting into that relaxed mode and all the weight going on to that incision. So log rolling's been a bit difficult, and I've got to be able to do that to get in and out of bed at home. I can get down onto my side, but I struggle to get over. And with that bed handle thing, I'll be able to push off with this hand and use the weight of my knees to bring me over and onto my back. But yeah, it's just very, maybe because I don't know, a fusion's different than a discectomy. I guess the key thing is to just sort of keep a bit of movement going so your hips don't seize up, no bending, twisting, lifting. But the real frustrating thing is it takes so long to get in and out of bed. So you just settle, you just sort of get it. That's why I'm up now. Like daylight savings finished. If you celebrate, if you observe daylight savings in your country, 16 minutes past 8, which it would have been 16 past 9, up until daylight savings ended this morning. But I mean, you go hop into bed, you do all the get in, you log roll back onto your back and you shimmy over and just get comfortable, and you're like, I can feel I need to go to the toilet. And it's a big drain on your body because you know that you've got to start making your way out of bed. Just so that you can make it. Now once I'm in bed for the night, once I've had a sleep in that, and if I wake up needing to go to the toilet, I just use the bedpan. Not going to get out of bed for that, wouldn't make it. But so today I've been up since 5 AM. Physio got me up walking. I went for a walk, come home, come back to my room. Feels like my home. Waited around here. I walk up to a whānau room, my family room, where you can just make coffee and that. So I'll walk up there and just every so often either make me a coffee or have someone make me a coffee and bring it back to my room. Sat on the toilet multiple times today. By the time my wife got here, I had a shower. I went for x-ray. I went for an x-ray today, and that was interesting. Got into the wheelchair, got down to x-ray, and you're like, oh bugger, I've got to get out of this thing. Because you're tucked in there quite snug, she was a mission to get out, so I got up, and they were standing up x-rays. And the lady goes, rightio, position, you grabs your hips and goes, can you just shuffle over here? It's like, you realise that I've just had surgery. Oh, sorry dear, that kind of thing. It's just, there's too much of it to not be funny. It just annoys the heck out of you. Like my first time getting up out of bed, I got a log roll, don't I? The nurses are like, what's that? So she's touching the incision site and just like trying to position me into place on the light of the x-ray machine, and it's hurting like heck. She takes an image, goes, checks it, comes back. She goes, so do you think you'll be able to do one lying down? I said, have you got all day? I said, it'll take me about an hour to get into position, and then probably 3 hours to get off. Oh no, we'll do the next one standing up. Without thinking, straight away to the hips, thumbs at the bloomin', right where you get the incision, and kind of moving you around. It's like, just think for a moment before you touch me or whatever. So we've done that, come back up. Got my x-ray done, come back up. And on the way up, I saw this guy in the elevator that I know from work. He's like, oh, what are you doing? I said, I just had spinal fusion. He's like, oh, shite. So he gets off the floor before me, and the orderly manages to get me back to my room. And I'm just sitting here, and about 6 weeks ago, a guy that I know through work fell off a truck and broke his back in the sea areas. And I'm sitting here, and that door just behind me, that's the doorway to my room. I hear, "Oi, you up for visitors?" And turn around, and there he was. It's amazing who you meet in hospital. So he spent a lot of time down in Christchurch getting his sea, whatever they are, reconstructed. So basically broke his neck, almost killed himself, almost paralysed from the shoulders down, kind of thing. But he talked me through his journey, and his incision got infected, and it's just what some people go. They had to leave, they had to leave it open for 5 days or something, draining. And man, I mean, it's impressive what surgeons can do these days, eh? Yes, I got to spend the evening talking with him, finding out the truth about his story, about what's happened and how he got to where he is. And he's going to pop up tomorrow if he gets a chance. But I haven't got any. I asked the x-ray lady if I can get my x-rays, or how do I do it, because I want pictures to show you guys and show my kids and even myself, curious of see the steel in my body. And she's like, "We don't print off x-rays." I was like, "I know that." And how do I I was asking how do I go about getting a copy, so hopefully the doctors do it around tomorrow, and I'll someone roaming around. I'll be able to get a copy of my doctor, but I think it's been hard on the family. Hard on the young girls, they're up here crying, tired, and they've been here every day, some days twice a day. So hopefully I'll get to go home tomorrow, ease that burden off them. But I think that's about all. I'm going to go through and just jot down when I'm home, just jot down my journey within reason of how many. I won't know exactly what days, because even today I keep losing my days, because still basically coming off the anaesthetic and all that sort of stuff. But I will sit down and I'll do a video of a recap of how I found things going and all that. But this is more just raw, straight to the point, how it is, in my gown and sitting in my bed. But I'll try to get a picture of my still going. That's at 8:30. She's a quiet ward. Can't cough properly. So yeah, I'll try to take a picture of at the end of this video of my incision. You can't see the incision, it's just the dressing. You might be able to, I don't know, you can zoom in, but you can see some of the blisters. But I think that's it for today. So I apologise for not having one up yesterday. I was just over it. Frustrated. Yeah, frustration set in probably more than anything. Frustrated at the pain, frustrated at just everything. Little things were getting to me, like the meal that I ordered wasn't coming to me, and just little stupid things. So I was like, nah, not doing a video. So probably would have been a good time to do it. people wheeling their things around. So I think that's long enough. That's 15 minutes already. Hope I haven't missed anything. Like I said, this is my journey. This is how I'm healing. So like and subscribe and follow this playlist so you get updated. This journey will probably continue well on into the months following. Obviously won't be every day, but be good regular check-in with you guys to let you know how things are rolling. But like I say, it's important to get as much information. Don't take my information as gospel. Don't take my information as this is how it works, because it's only how it's working for me. And for yourself, you need to get as much information as possible. So, with that said, I'm signing out tonight. I'm going to listen to those trolleys all night going past. might have a little bit of an Easter egg. My family bought me an Easter egg up. Sorry if there's a real scratching sound, but I stole my daughter's little tripod to do a video, so I don't need to hold the phone. Itchy, 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 itchy. So yeah. So if you've got any questions to ask away, because I can't answer them if you don't ask. I don't know that you want to know something if you don't ask, and no question's a dumb question. But to whoever's putting up links to profanity sites, stop, because I am deleting them before anyone gets to see them. I think that's just bent, twisted and disgusted. So yeah, but other than that, I'm going to have a good stretch, as good as I can, settle in for the night, and try to get a few hours sleep. Hopefully we'll go for 6 hours tonight. It'll be good. So until maybe tomorrow, I'll try to get some video footage of me walking and all that too. That hasn't changed much throughout the days. It hasn't got any easier, but it hasn't been hard to start with. So yeah, if you understand how I walk tomorrow, maybe slightly easier, but how I walk tomorrow, it's been like that since the start. I think because I'm not into tomorrow yet. So how I walked today is very similar to how I was walking on the first day. So yeah, that's probably a better way to say it, because I'm not into tomorrow yet, so I don't know how I'm going to be walking tomorrow. But yeah, a lot of the pain is just that sight pain. Where everything's been placed and glued together, I guess, screwed together, hammered together. I don't know how they do it. And it's that just movement, that's restricting movement. So yeah, rightio. Now I'm rambling. So peace out. Stay fresh and look after your mother.